and only now I figure out that I've actually been muted this entire time. How lovely. So, we are playing the regular Shogun 2 campaign. In this case, I chose it because even though I very much like the Kamakura period, which is when the Rise of Samurai takes place, and I do like the Meiji Restoration period as well as the Boshin War, which is when the fall of the samurai takes place. I personally love the Sengoku Jidai. I love this era of inner war in Japan. It's not just two main factions. It's not, you know, House Minamoto and House Taira vying for control. It's all of them. So now the question is, what kind of game are we gonna play here? I want to do the domination campaign since I think conquering all of Japan is a very lofty goal and not a very easy one. Uh, Additionally, I think the game difficulty will be set to normal. I am not, and I repeat, I am not a strategy gamer. Uh, I love this game for its historical realism, for its uh, wonderful diplomacy mechanics, and settlement building mechanics. But when it comes to the actual RTS part of the game, the actual battles, I am a novice at best. So, uh, thanks to that, I think I will just play the normal difficulty. Now, which clan shall we play as? We want to become become shogun, and control all of Japan by the year 1600. Which means, if we have a history, we should play the Tokugawa clan. Now, I must say, there's a really good chance that we will lose very early. Also, we start out as vassals to the more powerful and bigger Oda clan, uh, which is of course historically accurate since Tokugawa Ieyasu, who was the first Tokugawa shogun and whose reign actually started the Edo period, was himself a vassal of Oda Nobunaga. So, Masters of Intrigue, bonus to diplomatic relations. Let's see, the Tokugawa would like others to see them as upholders of law and order, who keep their word, their image. This image has some truth. Technically vassals of Imagawa, and constantly threatened by the Oda clan, they are also masters of intrigue because they have been forced to it by events. This goes some way to explaining their superior diplomatic skills, their training and use of very good Kisho ninja, and their superior Metsuke, who keep order in their land. Under the leadership of Tokugawa Hirotada, perhaps now is the time for the clan to throw off their shackles, and perhaps one day Tokugawa will sit in the shogun's palace. Of course, Tokugawa will sit at the shogun's palace, but not for about 55 years from the start of our campaign here.
(1545). This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become shogun. But who will be victorious? Tokugawa lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness.
Do they now?
Our wars have a power beyond the sword. But if wars fail in shadows, in silence, our ninja.
Interestingly enough, ninjas never actually dressed like that. And I do mean never. It hasn't been a thing. The traditional ninja outfit, as we call it, the black on black, that was the outfit of puppeteers in Japanese traditional puppet theater, bunraku, it's called. Now, the interesting thing about it is that ninja being dressed like that is a legacy of that theater. In that theater, stagehands and puppeteers are dressed in that way, and they work the puppets. And when they work the puppets, you're not supposed to notice the puppeteer, even though they're on stage. So the black outfit is a signal to the audience that these are not characters. These are set pieces. These are stagehands. You're to ignore them. Well, in a play, every now and again, one of the stagehands would pull out a sword and would kill one of the puppets, one of the characters. In other words, the setting has killed the character out of nowhere, and that can only happen if that setting was actually a character, one that's unseen. In this case, a ninja.
For we are now their vassals. We who are descended from emperors past. Now there is full conflict
with the Oda. Right. I'm going to skip the boring dialogue. It is boring. So, we need to defeat an army owned by the Oda. First and foremost, I would like to check what is our status as an army. Okay, we have Hirotada, Daimyo, the Daimyo meaning feudal lord, here in the capital, in Mikawa. We are currently not quite in Edo Bay, are we? No, so we will have to conquer here, this place, Musashi, eventually. Because this would be Edo, which was Tokugawa Ieyasu's city, where he remade the capital, and which is now called Tokyo. So we do want to conquer that. Now, let's see if we can do a Metsuka action to bribe this army. There's actually a really decent chance we can. So we will do the following. First and foremost, we'll work on... We have a lot of income. I do want pastures. I like cavalry. And coastal village would be nice. If we want some boats, we do. We are planning taking over a harbor eventually, so we do want boats, but not immediately. Second thing we shall do is we will be recruiting bowmen. I am a big fan of archery. Now, let's try to increase our own. Oh shit, no, that did not work, since I am dumb. Let's cancel one of our purchases and then try to bribe this army. There's a 73% chance of bribing the army, which means there's actually like a 3% chance to happen. Video game chances never play for me, but if we can do this, this would be a great boon to us. See, bribe failed. Very unfortunate. That's money lost, but only half of it. Now, our army still lives, and it's small, but we do have Yari Samurai, which are good against the horsemen in this army. Since it's quite a good chance for us to actually win, I'm just gonna auto-resolve this particular fight. There's really no reason for us to actually go to battle with them. especially since I don't want to destroy this army. They still have cavalry, and I want to take over that army. And this army will replenish in the next turn. Now, because we are currently still in a rather good situation, I will actually add that lot of archers that I wanted before. Now, these are Bo Ashigaru. Ashigaru are not samurai. Ashigaru are footmen, foot soldiers. They're very, very important in Japanese history. In fact, they won more battles than most samurai. They have contributed to more battlefield victories than most samurai. Now, our chances of actually beating these guys at this point are nil. So what we'll do is this. We will requisition.
I will listen as politeness dictates. As to the...
Let's see. Oh, we have access to the Saito people.
Welcome.
Let's have a trade agreement with them.
And tell me of the concerns that bring
We
you
can't
here.
request an alliance since we are vassals of another clan. But we can make a trade agreement, which is
Long-standing
good.
trade partners develop a healthy respect for each other.
This is good for us. And Kiso are also friendly.
So, my friend, of what
And
do you
they
wish to talk?
Export superior stone, which will come in handy. Now, this is if and only if the Oda clan does not completely trample us over. Now, we can't quite afford to fortify ourselves more. So what we should be doing... We're doing fucked, honestly. Yes, that is a very expected turn of events, unfortunately. And they are on our territory now, and I believe now would be autumn, yes. However, we can make these guys rebels. I believe they only have one province. This is a very risky move what I'm about to do. I'm about to lay siege on their capital, destroying it, taking it over, which will make this army a rebel army. Bad for us, because then we'll have rebel armies on our base. But not as bad as it could be. We also have a good castle, so let's create 3 archer units. Very risky move. I would usually suggest against that. But because it's a niche takeover, so they only have a retinue of samurai retainers, no other soldiers, we have lost 0 men, taking over the Oda castle in Inazawa. And we will peacefully occupy it. We do not want a random hostile element there. Now that we've done it, you can see that the army that we fought earlier has disappeared. They're gone. They have been dispersed. They have become rebels. They are no longer members of Clan Oda since, as you can see, Great Clan destroyed. It no longer exists. Unhistoric, true, but otherwise quite a good turn of events. We want to improve our irrigation here. And I do want to oversee the settlement. All this additionally will actually decrease. See, there's public opinion, quite negative currently, because we have just killed a whole bunch of their men and took over their town. But thanks to our Metsuke being inside, as well as a great amount of repression from our men, this town will come under the heel very, very soon. Additionally, the next turn, the next season, the castle will be rebuilt, which means that there will once again be a lot of repression in the area, which means that public unhappiness will mean nothing. Isn't it lovely being samurai? You can just ignore public unhappiness and behead people who you don't like. So, next season's turn. Like pages in a book. Our lords in the Mikawa clan are out here. And why is this place still burning? Oh, not anymore. This person. And there is currently no unhappiness in this region. Surprise, surprise. I don't want Owari to be our new capital. I think I will retain our own castle. The question is, it's a fort here, and we also have a fort. We want to make it a stronghold. We want to increase the amount of units we can train, and I would also like to increase the irrigation here. We're going to have a lot of people. We're going to increase the population. And we're going to increase taxes for one turn. This is bad for this area, and it will cause unhappiness, but then we will lower it the next turn, bring the public order back up. See, mounting unrest in Owari. Now, because we have mounting unrest here in Owari, we want to reduce taxes. We reduce them back to a normal level. We don't have to reduce them totally, just enough for the people in question to no longer be exceptionally unhappy. Now that we've done that, I don't want to improve this. I probably should improve the stronghold anyway, but they have the Yari drill, which is good. And we currently have no quests. Shut up. Jacket, it's getting a bit colder. So, we don't want to spend too much money here, but we do want to recruit some people. And this might be actually really good for us. So I will improve the stronghold here because I can recruit then 2 Yari Samurai units in one turn. That's good for us because they're excellent against cavalry. Since we have horse breeders, or soon to be, in our home prefecture, our home province, we want to build horse yards. And for that, that was a mistake. Should have focused on this. And afterwards, we will focus on building cavalry, which is Bajitsu. Yes, here. We want Bajitsu. Cavalry, in other words. Battles are won on battlefields. And since we're out of finances and we are out of things to do, we had best
I will listen, but my heart tells me that no more talk. The deal is done.
we had best finish our turn. We are exporting more horses. Very good for us. Now, we want free movement in our province. But I also want a harbor. So on this turn, I will build a harbor here, and I will improve trails here to roads, and I will once again increase taxation for a turn for one more season. It's summer, shouldn't be too bad. As long as I don't forget to undo it in the next turn, otherwise I will definitely have a rebellion.
Unlike that.
Fantastic. Oh! I did not expect this. Due to the Yari Samurai I have recruited, I actually have undid the damage of increasing taxes. My serfs now happily pay the taxes I increased. Now, stables. See, this is good. Superior war horses. And we'll improve the trails here as well. Those are two things are important. Logistics win wars. You don't win wars in battle, you win wars with logistics. So we will do the same trick. Although actually we have enough income to not even need it. So what we'll do is we'll recruit some forces. Fantastic. We are now learning equal fields. We can improve our fields even more. It increases our income. It increases our food production. We want a surplus, since things such as marketplaces consume food, even though they give us a lot of really good shit. Now, we should make this harbor into a trading port. It's expensive, but we can do just the thing for it. We'll increase our taxation to very high, and this will consume most of our income for this round, but we have a strong army here, so we should be fine. Now let's improve our general. This is good. Gomuyumi. Gomuyumi is actually a really cool thing. It's a real thing in real life. It translates to rubber bow. And when you do kyudo, when you do traditional Japanese archery, for about the first year of practice, they don't let you touch a bow. They don't. Instead, you spend the year doing this, which is pulling a really strong rubber. You do that in order to learn the movement of the Japanese archery, of the kyudo, which focuses a lot on ceremony. So you have to make the movement, the bow and the arrow, very precise, and it's quite difficult with a fairly heavy bow. Even though Japanese bows tend to be a bit lighter than European longbows, they're still quite heavy. So for the first year, you pull a gomuyumi, which translates again to rubber bow. Gomu, rubber, yumi, bow. And this will improve the accuracy for our bow infantry, which we have a lot. Now in terms of skill, I want him to be a strategist. I want him to be able to move a lot on the map. I want to uncover a lot of things. Go far. Logistics win wars. But because we have an archery dude here, and these are our lords, and not so much saviors, but lords, we will make some more archers in the coming turn. Actually, we'll make some coming turn in both of these castles. Castles. And our Metzke has increased in rank, which is fantastic, since we already get bonuses for Metzke actions. Now, Metzke are completely anachronistic, by the way. They are anachronistic to the max. They only appeared in the Meiji period, actually, as a form of secret police. So they should not exist here, but they kind of take the place of diplomats in former iterations of the Total War series. Now, these are our lords. Small clan. I don't like serving them. They currently only control 2 provinces, same as us. They're not much stronger than us. This is their capital. And we don't want to declare war on them yet. Although, of course, we will eventually. Shh, don't tell them. Let's see, since we have Yari here. I don't necessarily want another stables here. We might do, however, since we do have an archery guy here, let's make an archery dojo. We will recruit 2 units here, as well as 2 units of Boa Shigaru in our capital. We cannot increase our taxes any higher. Which is just fine by me. In terms of diplomacy, we have not exposed ourselves to any new clans. So, we don't really have much to do. Oh, the Hattori have been destroyed. Damn ninjas. Hattori, by the way, are ninjas. And the Kiso clan has been destroyed, probably. These guys are allies to our lords.
Welcome. I'm here to listen.
Let's trade with them.
Sometimes travelers meet and profit by it. Shall we see what our journeys have in store for us?
Good. And finally, our cavalry place has been, our horse breeders, sorry, our stables have been made. And we will be making this a war horse stables. We want actual, real, fighting men on horseback. But for now, we'll be satisfied with only 2 units here. Nothing to construct at the moment. Our port is still being built. This is the moment I have feared. Well, not so much feared, but expected. I want all of our best archers to move to our castle town, to our capital.
他にご命令は
Because these guys, they're going to attack us. We'll create one unit of bow samurai here. And that's it for now. Now we'll see if our lords are going to attack us. They're going to attack their loyal vassals. No, they haven't. Curious. Well, in that case, we might strike the first blow. I'm going to save scum now. Yes. I will save scum a lot. And the reason I'm doing this is because I would like to do something very risky. I would like to ask the Takeda clan
In a spirit of
to
friendship,
break the alliance.
speak of your terms, and I
with the
will answer
Imagawa clan.
presently.
And we will offer them a lot of money. Insufficient. Let's see. Let's offer indefinite. No, will not work. Alright. This puts us in a comfortable state of stalemate. So for now, we shall bolster our forces. Yes. Harry Samurai. And here we will make a Kobaya. Small boat. But some naval power is better than no naval power.
Fast moving. This, unlike
We're not finishing this mission. This particular mission.
I will listen as politeness dictates. As to the response you receive, that depends on what you offer. Your words.
Or maybe they are. Let's see. They might destroy us. They might. I hope that. I hope they won't. Oh. Oh. That's bad. Very bad. Okay. They might attack our capital now. Although it could bite them in the ass if they do. Archmaster Sen. Sen is good, but we don't want Sen. We want budget. Bajutsu means horse skill or horse ability.
Welcome. I'm here. Sometimes travelers meet and sometimes travelers meet.
ご用ですか。殿、ご勘弁を。
ご命じください。次なるご命令は。
突き申した。
Yes, as expected. No point. We are going to lose our capital here. Although they are going to pay for it in a lot of blood.
次のご命令を。
Well,
ご用ですか。
trust.
この血祭りにあげましょうぞ。ここは我慢比べじゃ。
殿、ご命令を。戦が待ってるぞ。これで終わりでございますか。
上様、もっと他には。殿の命ずるままに。一人とて逃がさん。
殿、ご命令を。
I will. Please speak honestly, and I will give you good attention. Please speak.
this is not going to end well for me. So I'm gonna quit the game while I am way behind.